Hey, this is Pops. I want to give you a quick little update from Fathom Events. They were over at CinemaCon, and I know everybody talks about some of these other big projects and news, obviously Transformers 1, things like that. However, they had a record breaking year last year. If you guys knew that or not, $100 million in revenue last year was their biggest year yet. It's insane. The highest grossing film ever was like The Blind at 18 million. So they had a great little presentation over there where they're talking about the different things that are coming up for them, talking about some of their things that have evolved over the last 20 years. Ray Nutt, who is the chief, he's a CEO over there. He had this great quote. I want to start with that. 20 years ago, Fathom embarked on a mission as an event cinema company to bring unique and unforgettable cinematic experiences to audiences everywhere. Today, we have successfully transitioned into a specialty distributor, bringing you even more content and special engagements. Our passion for film, creativity, and innovation has fueled our success, and 2023 was a record breaking year. So, congratulations to them. So, one of the big things to keep an eye on was they showed the trailer for the big Johnny Depp return, right? This is I don't know how to say this. Is it Jeanne du Barry? Anyway, we'll see. Here's the trailer for 1968.
Le roi!
King Louis the 15th had many lovers. Oh, look at Johnny.
Il faut que le roi rencontre Jeanne.
So is it all in French? All right, so this is French film. My Wen stars, directs. She is the genie in this story. Johnny Depp is in it as well. It is his big return to the cinemas here as Louis the 15th, the King of France, and she is a very interesting historical figure. We'll see how this goes. Working class woman hungry for culture and pleasure. She uses her intelligence and allure to rise step by step through the levels of society. Obviously, King Louis the 15th mentioned. So yeah, it's a sort of a love story, is my impression here. Historical drama and interesting sort of work for Johnny to kind of come back to. I think this is going to turn some heads and make some waves for folks as they kind of get to see a little bit about that. But look at the majesty of this project, the scale, the scope, the set design, the costumings. If you're into that kind of historical drama, there's Johnny. Very, very elegant. She looks just little beautiful, man. What a nice lady. Let's see here. Moving through. Oh, yeah, here's a nice contrast here as everything moves through uh, the different castles and environmental shots, exteriors. It's this one. The food is laid out.
C'est vous?
Huh. Very interesting. So yeah, this is a Fathom Events project that they teased. This is going to drop in a couple weeks in early May. So historical piece, Johnny's big return, beautiful, beautiful looking film. Obviously, the story's going to matter, but look at him. Look how great he is. So magnificent in some of his performances, even when the films are not been good.
Majesté, c'est l'union entre la France et l'Autriche qui est en danger.
It's not it's not Johnny that's the problem. Usually with a lot of his subpar work or films that are not thought of in that way. So yeah, so this is something to kind of put on the old calendar if you are into those type of films. So that was kind of the big thing. I know we talked about many of the other Fathom Events projects that are coming up. The South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. That's a 25th anniversary sing along. Comes in June. Coraline, which comes out in September. There's a Superman Christopher Reeves project that's coming out in September as well. Don't know much about that one yet. Going to kind of look into that. And there's many, many other things to do. So one of the things I think I like about the Fathom Events business model and their opportunity for us as fans is it gets us a chance to relive things in a cinema. It gets small projects in front of more eyes. It allows for some revenue to come in for these smaller projects and independent things. And again, like a foreign film like this, like a French film that does well at Cannes, to come over here, make a name for itself, maybe get a following, maybe find some folks that didn't know about it as well. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you. See if that's something you're earmarking or not. If it's a historical film for you, I think May not be the best time to drop. This is sort of like the Cabrini problem, right? Cabrini came out so early in the year. It's probably the best film of the year thus far as technically, as far as Oscar type films. However, it just didn't really land with audiences. I think it's just a dry drama, cinematic type spectacle and experience, but it's a historical piece, right? This kind of feels the same way. It is May the best time to do this, or should they have held off? I'd love your thoughts on that as well, because I feel like this probably would have been better served to happen later in the year. But again, Fathom is unorthodox. They just don't care. Like I love the fact that there is sort of a throw caution to a wind approach. They're about running their business. They're generating revenue, and maybe it's just a good alternative to some of the other, popcorn movies and stuff that's going to start coming out in a few weeks. So love your thoughts. Love to hear from you. Take care, everybody. I'm Pops.